Hello, welcome to Winning Wall Street's Money. It's Sunday. The markets will open this evening, starting a new trading week. We're going to look at some basic charting information. Charts. I have three grids here. They each will have the same symbol, the same underlining product. The first chart is referred to as a line chart. Line charts you often see in textbooks, newspapers, magazines, or media outlets. My line charts here are representing the closing price. The middle is the bar chart. The bar chart shows the high and low and the opening price and the closing price. The opening price is the tick on the left. The closing price is the tick on the right. And the whole vertical represents the trading range for that month. Zoom in a little bit. For the month, this is where we opened on the left. That's the tick on the left. And then for the month, this is where it closed, the tick on the right. So it closed lower than it's open. And the whole vertical up and down is the trading range price levels it made for that month. So it traded lower and closed lower than the high, and it closed above the low. And this is the current month, which is not done yet. The current month, again, the tick on the left is where we opened, and the tick on the right is where we're currently trading. And the whole vertical line represents the price levels that traded at for this current month. The grid to the right are candlesticks. Similar to the bar charts, the whole vertical line represents all the prices that traded for that period. So if we look at the current month, which is this yellow candle, it had a smaller trading range than the prior month. It also, because it's a yellow candle, or similar here as a yellow bar, means the high and low did not trade above or below the prior time frame being monthly. So they're called inside candles, inside bars. It's indecision. The body represents the opening and closing of the price, and the wicks, these are referred to as wicks and shadows, whatever you want to call them, wicks or shadows. This red one here has a wick shadow on the top and bottom. And because the candle's red, that means it closed lower than it's open. So the opening was the top of this body, not the high of the candle, because there's a wick on top. We're talking about the body. So the price opened at the top of the body for the month, and it closed at the bottom of the body for the month. And then these, again, whether you want to call it wicks or shadows, represents the highest and lowest price levels. Where we see the current month, it's a hollow body. The hollow body is similar to a green body. It's bullish. So we opened at the bottom of this body, and the last closed right now is the top of the body, but it's not done yet. We're not at the end of the month, and it only has a wick shadow on the bottom. Yeah, it's got a little one shooting on the top real small. So again, that was the low of the month, and right now we're near the high of the month, since the body and that shadow is similar. And then here we have the green candle. We opened on the bottom, there's no wick, and we closed up here, but there was a little wick on the top, so we did not close at the high. You'll determine what's best for you when you're charting. Maybe you want to use a combination of them or just one. But we're looking here at the SPX cash index, the S&P 500. We are near the all-time high, not at the all-time high, but near. And we can certainly see with the bar chart and the candlestick charts, it's in a consolidation where you're not necessarily seeing that with the line charts. We'll look at some other equity indexes. The NASDAQ 100, line chart, bar chart, candlestick chart. The NASDAQ 100 equity index is part of the index that's inside the S&P 500. Now we'll look at the Dow Jones. Look at here. It's making a double top. That was the high, and it broke above that. It's a double top. Line chart, bar chart, but we're not at the all-time high, because here's the all-time high, and we're almost there. And the bar chart, candlestick chart. Again, the Dow Jones Industrial Average is also an index that's in the S&P 500. Here we're looking at the Dow Transports. It's near the all-time high, breaking out of a huge consolidation. Bar chart here, see that, a huge consolidation. Candlestick, huge consolidation, and we broke out of it. Again, the Dow Transports Index is also on the S&P 500. The Dow Utilities, we are not at the all-time high. You can see here on the bar chart, it broke above the consolidation. Show the candlestick broke above the consolidation. The Russell 2000 index, this is not part of the S&P 500. It's its own index. It's a smaller cap stocks. Here's the all-time high. Yeah, we have these called swing points. So it's struggling. On the faster time frame, it looks different, but we're showing the monthly. So the best performing one for the past 5 years is the NASDAQ 100 index. Clearly see that from here. It was a big run up. First, the Russell 2000 has not been consistently running up. It had steep pullbacks. Compare that with the Dow Jones, also had steep pullbacks. Versus the NASDAQ 100. Yeah, much more like a rocket ship. Let's look at some single stocks. The FANG stocks. Amazon. Again, line chart, bar chart, candlestick chart. The comparison here is these stocks compared to the indexes. Are they equal or outperforming? Here we have Amazon, very similar to the run-up like NASDAQ 100. Google, not near as high as the other. Tesla. Apple. Netflix. Yep, Facebook is off its high and doesn't even look like it's gunning there right now. Bravo Alpha. It's here near its all-time high. It's one of the better performing stocks in the FANGs. Stock symbol, November, Victor, Delta, Alpha. It's also one of the better performing ones. Where if we look at Facebook, it's off its high down here. The high's there. Where we consider the Bravo Alpha, it's up here. So which one are you owning? Hopefully you're owning the better one. We look at Google. Again, it's not up here at the all-time high, off of it. First, if we compare the NASDAQ 100, here we go, just shy of the all-time high. Compared to Bravo Alpha, it's outperforming the NASDAQ 100. So the point here is whatever stock you're trading, it's good to compare it with the NASDAQ 100 and the S&P 500 to make sure the stock you're trading is outperforming the indexes. The best index we identified is the NASDAQ 100. So whatever stock you're in, it should be either equal or outperforming that stock index. It's outperforming. Let's look at another watch list. These are watch lists I have on my left sidebar. I'm going to go some tech stocks, more broader stocks. eBay, it's outperforming. Look at that. Whiskey, Oscar, Romeo, Kilo, it is not outperforming. It's struggling. Let's look at Microsoft. Microsoft is similar like Facebook. It's further away from its high. So we already identified some that are outperforming. Microsoft and NASDAQ, we saw some that are outperforming. Let's look at PayPal. Lyft, all the way down there. It's underperforming. Yep. Be with winners. This is not one of them. Look at Oracle. Yeah, it's doing very well here. Snap also doing very well. Uber, no, it's way off its high. It's not performing as well as the other. Twitter had a lot of struggle the last few years. Again, this is a 5-year monthly chart, but now Twitter's all the way up here. Owning Twitter or Lyft? Wrong answer. You should not be in this one right now. It's underperforming the index. Again, we said the best stock index is the NASDAQ 100. Your chart should look similar to this or outperforming this. It's not outperforming. Lyft is not. Let's go to another stock index. Watch list. Lima, Oscar, Golf, India, outperforming. It is outperforming the NASDAQ 100. November Oscar Kilo is not outperforming. Echo Romeo India Charlie Ericsson is not. Let's look at Cisco. Cisco is not. Jupiter Networks is not. Hewlett Packard is not. So when you have these watch lists and you go through them, whatever your time frame you go through, once a week, once a month, once a year, you decide how important it is to you. It's your money. If you're managing it, if you're not managing it, you gave it to some financial institution managing your money. Dill, look at that, outperforming. So we already have good stocks. I already shown you should be owning and good stocks to stay on top of. Underperforming Whiskey, Delta, Charlie. Let's look at some internet connection companies. Whiskey, India, X-Ray. Look at that. Way off its lows. Nope, this is struggling. Golf, Delta, Delta, Yankee. Sierra, Sierra, Tango, Kilo, struggling. Spotify, yep, it's struggling. Look at Groupon, Golf, Romeo, Papa, November, struggling. Just because it's a cheap stock does not mean it's a winner. Let's look at Yelp, also struggling. Zulu, wow, like a rocket ship. Papa, India, November. Sierra was Pinterest. Wow, super good. Let's go look at some other stock sectors. Semiconductors, very popular. Alpha Delta India, outperforming. Let's go Qualcomm. Look at Qualcomm. Wow. Quebec, Charlie, Oscar, Mike. Micron, nope, struggling. Let's look at Intel, also struggling. Wow, big difference. Look at that. I would not want to be owning Intel. Cree, another popular one. Charlie, Romeo, Echo, Echo. AMD. Wow, AMD, Alpha, Mike, Delta, outperforming Intel. Let's look at some gold just to compare. Alpha, Echo, Mike, gold sector, outperforming. Not so good. Alpha Uniform. Foxtrot, Charlie, X-Ray.